So, uh, just remember in Silent Hill 1 or 2 or 3, even 4 in a lot of areas, or not 4 actually, now that I think of it, I don't think you even have a flashlight in 4. But in Silent Hill 1 through 3, the the areas are so dark. I mean, people complain now about games being dark. If you turn off your flashlight almost anywhere in Silent Hill 2, it is damn near pitch black. Even if you turn the brightness almost all the way up, it is damn near pitch black. It's one of those things where if you drive out in the country, uh, maybe 30 miles, if you drive 30 miles out of town, you get out of your car, you make sure all the lights are off, you walk into a field, you can't see at night, especially if it's cloudy, you can't see more than a foot ahead of you at most. It is pitch black. In this game, this is supposed to be the horror of the world environment. They got the hellish Rust feel right, but it is to say it is dark would be like saying I am dark and I'm the whitest person you can imagine in the world. This is, I guess this area is a bit darker, but it's nowhere near pitch black. Anyways, we have 4 puzzles to solve, so let's solve them. And I just want to point out how oppressive this light is, how strong it is on the mask that you almost can't see like half of it because they didn't really account for the camera zooming in like this, so it looks so strong, glimmers so strongly. It's like staring into the sun. This mask reminds me of my mother, although I don't remember her ever looking sad. She seemed like, maybe I have autism, so maybe maybe I am misinterpreting things, but she seemed like one of the saddest people I've ever seen in my life. These holes are gonna get really annoying. They just ooze swarm. Anyways. Oh, this puzzle. I know what this one is. Before we do too much, I want to... Oh, wow. Just look at this. Look how bad this is. So, you can go through this door. There's this door. You walk around here, and the door is right here. You can't go through it. They couldn't even do a unlock from the other side. You can't go through it because it's just... They derived it from the geometry of the normal Shepherd house, which means they didn't even bother to unlock this, even though you can literally just walk right it. Oh man, the laziness is astounding. Anyways, let's solve some puzzles. Let's grab this old meat cleaver. I do like some of the flesh here. It seems to be only in the Shepherd house, but in this other world there's some flesh motifs in a few areas, which I like. Another very bright mask. Expression on this feels cold, just like Mom. So all of these masks are just like Mom, I guess. And there's a stuffed bunny in here. It's Robbie the Rabbit. It's wet and covered in mold. That's a bloody bathtub. So we've got 3 masks now. And I think there might be 4. So we're gonna keep looking before we do this puzzle downstairs. Well, actually, let's try it out really quick, just for laughs. So this says, to hide her pain, this face she does wear. Oh, yikes. That looks... So again, this is the reason why I like the pre-rendered textures that they put up when you're solving a puzzle, the static background in earlier, not just Silent Hill, but survival horror games, stuff like Resident Evil especially, I think. Maybe not invented it, I can't remember exactly, but really made it prominent, which is that when you interact with either a note or a puzzle, there's a pre-rendered thing that comes up, and it's very high resolution. It looks amazing. You can look at Resident Evil 1 PS1 version from 1996. It still looks amazing, and these pre-rendered little puzzle things that you do. The rest of it doesn't hold up as much. Holds up about the same as the first Silent Hill, but these puzzle things, just like in the first Silent Hill, hold up amazingly. In this game, all it is zoom-ins on what they have instead of pre-rendering anything, which means you get stuff like this, where you can see the clear crease in the model here from where the lighting is interacting it, and from where they stitched it together. For those who don't know, texture files wrap around a physical model, which means that there are certain points where you can tell they're sort of stitched together, and good good texture creators can fix that. But when you get this close in a game like this, it's a mess. You can see how low resolution this is. I mean, it's you can see the pixels. It's so bad. Anyways, just laziness. To hide her pain, she wears this face. We're gonna put on the indifferent mask. And my voice is cracking. Behind this mask, her heart was laid bare. Ugh. Yikes. Let's get a mask on that quick. We'll put a frowning mask on. Okay. Yeah, so one of those lit up, which means we did this puzzle correctly. Cool. Can we open this door? Oh yeah, and every time you end up killing an enemy, or solving a puzzle, an enemy will appear. So this time we got a schism. Ooh, he got me good. Oh no. Come on. Okay. So in the Needler QTEs, they don't seem to work. Wow, that is loud music. Goodness gracious, that's loud. The Needler QTEs don't seem to work when I pound the mouse. You can see it lit up there. But with the schisms, it does. So this is the switch that we need to pull to. It locks off certain areas, but it also opens others. Nice frame rate there. So we locked that puzzle off, but we already solved it, so it's no worry. Now we can go up here and solve this one, which I believe takes us to the attic, maybe? This is on a track, I could probably move it. Let's push it. And underneath there is inscription. Reads, "For permitting others to suffer. The Heart of Darkness medal." I guess that's kind of a fun name. Heart of Darkness, that's a reference to the book. I guess it might be considered a novella. Whoa, hey buddy. So some people have suggested that the schisms in the house are representative of the Shepherd family and its members, because that one was crouched down sadly. But it seems like most of them are... Ooh, he got me. I need to heal. But it seems like most of them are just sad, so I don't know really if that holds up. Okay. Anyways, Heart of Darkness, the medal is named after the novella, I believe it is, maybe just a novel, about a military guy, I'm not sure on the details exactly, who goes into the sort of the heart of a jungle, the heart of a forest, and there's, well, I don't want to spoil much actually now that I think of it, but suffice to say it was written in the early 1900s, and it was, inscription reads, "For atrocities committed, the vile axe medal," and just notice it has a pyramid head shape. That's kind of neat. It's based on, or the movie Apocalypse Now is based on the book Heart of Darkness. Let's use the crowbar. Actually, you know what? Let's just run away. So we can squeeze through here. There's another schism. And yeah, this one's just lying down, so I don't really know if there's much significance to that. I don't want to wake him up though. Can we hop over here? Now this area really destroys you with the camera because it gets so close. This is a good place for static cameras, but they didn't want to do it, I guess. Maybe there's an order to these medals. And you'll notice this is Alex's jacket. And for dereliction of duty, the Fallen Star Medal. So let's see if we can look in this box. Oh yeah, I see. So this box is supposed to show you what order the medals go in on Alex's jacket, but we can't look at it again, so we just kind of have to eyeball it from a distance. I think it's the star. I'm not sure. I'll go with the star and then the heart. What? Oh, it backs you up just far enough that you can't use it again after you place it for some reason. It must have been the wrong order. Maybe it's the... this... no, wait. Star here. And then this. I guess that's not right. Heart. This star. Heart star this. Let's do star, heart, and then star, pyramid head, heart. Boy, I sure wish it would let me interact and see where they're supposed to go. Heart, heart, okay, heart, star. I think I tried all the combinations, but I cannot see this for the life of me. Maybe there's more to it, another area or something. There's some supplies over here. Man, this puzzle is... I remember struggling with this when I first played. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Well, let's get the shotgun ammo, pistol ammo. There's nothing else over here. What the fuck was that? That was bizarre. Maybe we have to kill the schisms? Nah. Let's just keep trying, I guess. Maybe if we put them in the box, can we do that? Is there another medal? I don't think so, it's just 4. These things are filthy, what am I supposed to do with these? I don't know. Let's take these. And we'll see if we can put them in the box. No. Yeah, I cannot see. It looks like star, heart, no. Stars first. Heart, and then pyramid head thing. Oh, you just have to leave. So the last one, as soon as we did it, it faded away. Okay. The last one, as soon as we did it, it faded away and showed us that it was complete, but that time we had to leave the menu for it to do that. Which is something that you traditionally don't have to do in any survival horror game. Because it means that you can keep messing around forever and you won't have... Whatever, man. This game is gonna ruin my life. We solved 2 of these puzzles, so let's go ahead and save the game to be safe. And by save the game, I mean freeze the game for a considerable amount of time. You'll notice that this game, usually when I save it does freeze for a minute, but this freezes for considerably longer in the Shepherd house than it does anywhere else. So wait a second. I'm saving in the living room and it's saying the attic. Why not just say Shepherd house? Oh, whatever. Let's pull the switch again. And we get a nice cutscene. And what opened up was a room upstairs, I think. It was this room. Nobody saw when you were crying on your bed. I wanted to help you, but I hid myself instead. The ticking of a clock, then suddenly not. Fate left me here, in shadow I will rot. Under my covers, the darkness kept me in. Only the daylight can save me from my sin. Only the daylight. Huh. There's a little clock here. And I guess they got pretty crazy with it. Let's see if we can do, what the fuck are you doing? Can we do 206? Oh yeah. I was actually thinking that you couldn't do 206, but I was wrong. I just thought maybe they did a little bit of... Oh, that's bright. Can we try the rabbit? Oh, okay. That's another one of those you need to leave to trigger it. So, everything about this puzzle does not make any sense. You'd think when the window's open to expose this daylight that the puzzle would be solved because it says only the daylight can save me from my sin, plus the fact that the daylight is shining directly on it already. But then when you do it, you have to hang a Robbie the Rabbit doll in here for seemingly no reason. And not only that, but it's not even close to being hung on there. You can see the hook is 3 inches away from it. And you had to set the time to 2:06, which is, I think, the second time we've solved a puzzle using 2:06 after having it blatantly pointed out to us. I think a little kid just ran by the little crease, but it was some sort of noise going on. A knife that's seen a lot of use and a child's drawing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something, but... We saw this note in the hospital earlier. The patient in room 206 is scheduled to undergo a transorbital lobotomy tomorrow. I've mandated that the following medications be doubled on the day of the procedure. I guess that's interesting. Trying to look at the drawing here that we just picked up. I want to see what its caption says. Oh, there it was. Child, you must obey your parents, do everything they say. Little ones who do otherwise, he tortures in the flames. So this is, of course, talking about Pyramid Head, which is... The thought that Pyramid Head tortures children is kind of odd. It's just sort of from nowhere. Just make your own boogeyman character. Whatever. Now that opened the basement. So now we can go down in our metallic basement. And there is a puzzle to solve down here. There's only one more puzzle to solve, thankfully. Oh, hey lurker. You almost scared me. But you move too slowly and you look too goofy. So yeah, I managed to stun lock him because he was close to a wall. And because I'm using the knife. Let's duck under here. Also, his hand is clipping right through this wall. Awesome. My voice is cracking because of my AIDS, I'm sorry. Oh, this game is ruining my life. Cut through more vaginas. And there's a hanging schism. Bloodstains all over the blade. We got the boogeyman knife. And you might think it's a weapon, but you would be horribly wrong, because it's not. Because this isn't a better game, it's Silent Hill Homecoming, not Silent Hill 2. There's a special slot for each knife on the board. Let's use our knives. Let's put our knife in. And what are you talking about? This item can't be used here. Are you nuts? Not the boogeyman knife. And did that solve the puzzle? No, it didn't. I think I think there might be 2 more knives here. Or maybe not. I can't tell if that solved the puzzle or not. There's gotta be another knife at least. There's gotta be. Oh gosh, I don't know. I couldn't interact with those other things when they were empty. I don't know. Let me try. Let's just switch the knives around. It really doesn't look like we should, but let's try it just to be safe. Actually, I think I know what to do. You have to interact with a slab of meat and put the boogeyman knife in it. Okay. I'm glad I figured that out. I would have wasted a lot of time on that. So now we lit up all 4 corners of the door, which hopefully means we can escape from this hell. Figuratively and literally hell. Weird camera angle there. Occasionally the camera gets stunningly close to Alex for no real reason, it would seem. Now we're gonna rotate this, and I'm amazed it didn't bug out. This is actually incredible. Usually one of those lights won't come on. It happened to me the first time I played the game. One of those lights just won't turn on even if you solve the puzzle. And you have to twist it anyways and it'll work. No bugs that time, besides the long loading or saving freezes. Well, that seems pretty consistent throughout the whole game. So, you know what, Tom Hewlett? You've proven yourself as a game designer. You've proven me wrong, that's for sure. I'd rather not go outside, honestly. I'd like to save my game. Oh, the game is freezing. I bet you it stays black for a few more seconds and it goes, oh yeah, a loading screen. That's what I was gonna say.
Elle, I thought you were...
She's gone.
Who?
My mom. I can't find her anywhere. The entire town's gone.
I think I know where they are. I found this. I'm not sure what it all means, but we need to get to Silent Hill.
Are you serious?
My dad was serious enough to risk his life going there. That's where Josh is. I'm sure of it.
And everyone else?
Alex, you there?
Wheeler, I thought we lost you.
You're not getting rid of me that easy.
Glad to hear it. We have a lot to fill you in on. In the meantime, can you get us a boat? We're going to Silent Hill.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? This isn't your fault.
No. About earlier today. The flyers.
Forget it. I should apologize. It's just... this place brings back bad memories for me.
You know, I never understood why you left. And one day you were just gone. Look, I didn't say it before, but I'm glad you're back. I feel safer with you here. Everything's just been falling apart around us, you know, but you just keep moving forward.
I don't have a choice.
Yes, you do. You could just leave again.
Alex, tell me what you know about Silent Hill.
I know Joshua and I were told 100 times never to go there.
Yeah, my mom was pretty strict about it too.
Yeah, well, your parents are right. I'll tell you. At the it all fits. All those things we've seen in Shepherd's Glen, the nightmares.
What do you mean?
Silent Hill is what I mean. The place has bad history. Always has.
You been there?
Didn't need to. I heard enough. When I decided to move east, I was looking at a job in Bronx, working with the police. At the time, they had this cop. I can't remember her name, but she'd gone to Silent Hill.
Well, what happened to her?
No one knows. We found her bike outside of town. But I'd heard rumors about the people who lived there. Let's just say they're not too friendly to people who don't share their beliefs.
The Order.
Yeah. And when I met with your father about working in Shepherd's Glen, he told me I would never have to go to Silent Hill. I guess there's some sort of irony here.
Do you really think we're gonna find anyone there? Took her from my mother's room the morning Laura disappeared. I haven't taken it off since.
Wow. Look at that hair.
Stop. Jerk.
I'm just happy to see that something's gotten better since I left.
Alex, there's a light up ahead. I think we might be at the pier.
What should we do?
Turn off our light. I don't want anybody to know we're coming.
Elle! Let go of her!
Okay, so I have to say that's, I think, maybe the stupidest cutscene in the entire game. Don't worry about this cutscene, there's very little dialogue, we just wash up on a shore. A few things that I want to talk about in that cutscene, because it's arguably the worst one in the game, and in my mind it is the worst. Positive point goes to Wheeler, for talking about. He was working in Brams, which is of course the town that Sybil Bennett is from, the police officer from Silent Hill 1. And he talks about a female officer who went to Silent Hill and didn't come back. Of course referring to the canon ending of Silent Hill 1 where Sybil was helping Harry and then she dies after getting possessed. So that's cool that they mentioned that. My trouble comes with a few other elements. Most noticeably, a lot of people actually don't notice it, but to me it just sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't care about this. It's just terrible, the fact that you can... I'll play you a few lines as soon as this cutscene is over. Again, this is like an extra minute or minute and a half of weird standing up, looking around, not even... why? Why does this need to be in here? Why? It's just wasting time, that's all it's doing. Anyways, I'll play you a few clips here, but compare Alex's voice acting, and even Wheeler's, to Elle's, and you'll realize something.
Forget it. I should apologize. It's just... this place brings back bad memories for me.
You know, I never understood why you left. And one day you were just gone.
Is that you can tell that Elle has a very strange recording. It sounds like she's speaking into a tin can or something, like she recorded her lines over the phone. That sounds very strange. It's much lower quality than the other two. It doesn't sound like it's in the actual environment. It sounds like it was recorded and placed there after being recorded in a tin can, which is very strange. But also the fact that the stupidest thing in the entire game happens there, which is you go on to talk to Wheeler, suddenly the Order is out there on a boat, multiple boats, and the ones that are taking Elle and Wheeler, I can excuse that, even though it makes no sense for them to be not only that close to them rowing, or else they would have seen the rowboats. I know it makes no sound, but they would have seen them, approaching. Anyways, that makes no sense. but they just appear for some reason, and then another big motorboat hits them, which makes no sense because you would have heard that approaching from 100 miles away. It just makes no sense at all. Of all the ways they could have kidnapped them, they should have come up on the shore and have people waiting, taking them away, and then they leave Alex, as opposed to in the middle of a lake you're gonna kidnap them. Like, how much? Whatever. These plants around are interesting because it's not that this is a White Claudia, it's the original plant of the drug that that is created, the drug the cult uses in Silent Hill 1 to addict Lisa. I think P something T. I'm sorry, I can't remember it, but that's based off of a substance that makes you hallucinate called White Claudia, and the way it's described fits this description of this plant here in Silent Hill 3. Let's check out these boats. Ignition key is nowhere to be found. Gotta be an item on here. It really seems like there should be. Maybe on this boat then. Bait boxes. Huh. That's bizarre that you can come out onto the boats, but there's not even items. Like they did pseudo exploration, I guess. That's odd. Anyways, let's keep going up here, because now we're in Silent Hill. And Wheeler and Elle were kidnapped off our boat, which sounds like the stupidest thing you could ever hear, but it's true. And we have to ascend all the way up here into Silent Hill. Now we have truly become the Silent Hill Homecoming. Bridge is one of the main routes into town. Looks like this happened years ago. How are people getting here? How the hell am I getting out? Probably have to find a boat. Oh, another cutscene.
Is that you? Finally, Alex. Thank God you're okay.
Wow, that was pretty fast.
Wheeler, come in, Wheeler. What did they do? Wheeler.
I guess it makes sense though, because I passed out for a while. Oh, the game froze. Just give it a minute. It'll catch up with itself. Oh, there it goes. And this is an interesting thing that I don't think is in a Silent Hill game up to this point, which is not only is the town foggy as hell, there's also these steam vents in the ground, cracks in the road that are oozing steam, which actually happens in real life in a few places. There's a place people often call the real life. Where'd you come from? Out of the sewer? Anyways, there's a place people often call the real life Silent Hill that had sort of a coal explosion under the town and ended up burning. Oh, it's the same corpse again. Looks like the I can't speak. Looks like the truck is crashed, but it doesn't look like the impact killed him. Looks like he was attacked. Okay. The real life Silent Hill, I believe, is in Pennsylvania or Virginia. Oh, another one. That's so scary. And there's a coal mine under the town that sort of exploded or is burning, so all the smoke and the steam comes out of giant cracks in the road. It's become an abandoned town because it's pretty much uninhabitable, which is pretty neat. A lot of people think it inspired Silent Hill with all the fog and stuff there, but it actually didn't. I thought it said firewood, $2 for a bumhole, but it's not. Looks like there's oh, I thought there was an enemy on the other side, but it's actually just a save symbol. And wait a second. Not only so the chrome. Okay. So earlier there was a restriction at 27 bullets max we can carry with the pistol. Now that we upgraded to a different pistol, we can carry more ammo. But okay. So, oh, and it can, okay. Actually, that makes a bit more sense if the magazine size is bigger. I hadn't tried reloading it. It makes a bit more sense except for the fact that we're now carrying more than 27 bullets total. I'm not even gonna try and talk about this. Can I please open the map? Or the objectives is what I'm looking for. Traverse the cemetery and enter the Shepherd house from the backyard. Find... Okay. This objective should be gone. I think that's a glitch that it's still there. That's really, really good. And let's look at the drawing we just picked up. I don't even remember what it looked like. Beatings cleanse the soul, they say, and that is what he'll do. If you don't control your anger, then you'll feel his too. Okay. So let's save the game. If we can... Okay, there we go. Will it say Silent Hill now? It just says Dark Times. So does it go by locations, or does it go by, wow, sewer, hell descent, town hall, attic, Dark Times? I think that's a good way to cap off this episode.